Alright, what's up guys? How are we doing? Steve Mingle, Final Web Design, and today I want to talk about the most popular WordPress plugins and extensions being used in 2023 and what they do. So let's get into it. Final Web Design, this is Steve. What's up? How are we today? So today's video, we're looking at all of the WordPress most popular plugins and extensions that are out there right now. I have a list of 10 of them here. We are over here at the WordPress.org website. And as you can see, this is obviously the open source free WordPress that you're able to download, install, and set up on your own server or hosting environment. So let's get into what are some of the most popular plugins and extensions that we are using on projects for our clients and our customers, and what we see most businesses and people using on their own websites. So the first one I want to get into is Yoast SEO. Now you might be familiar with this, having worked with other WordPress sites. So basically this is the most popular SEO tool that is currently out there and being used by different developers that are using the WordPress CMS. It gives a very good ability to manage all of your metadata, meta descriptions, keywords. It makes sure that everything is about the right amount of characters and length and things like that. You can go in here and read more about all the different features that the Yoast SEO plugin offers, and I can even go through in another video and kind of highlight them. For most people, this free plan is enough to get you moving and started. Some people want to get into some of the premium stuff. You can do that. It's not gonna hurt, but you really don't need it. The free does offer enough. As you can see here, it prevents visitors from ending up on dead links, adds structured data to Google, visually good posts and search results. It integrates with the SEMrush and Elementor and things like that, which I'll go into some of those plugins here in a little bit later. And it'll basically mark things as being done, which is in a green character, or being not done, which is going to be in like a red or yellow, depending on how much of the information has been provided correctly. You can go in here and really read over this, but basically it's just going to help you with your posts and your pages to make sure that all of your content is being SEO'd correctly for the Google search algorithm. So that's Yoast SEO, very popular, been around for a long time. Definitely install this on your next project to ensure that you're reaching all of your SEO details. The next one I want to go into is Jetpack, which is basically as it states here, safer, faster, more traffic, security, performance, and growth tools for the WordPress. This basically helps you not only protect and secure your website, but it will also help to ensure that the website is performing at optimal performance. Right here, as you can see, so things with videos, cache files, just keeping the speed and the overall performance of your website up to date. There are some different packages that are available. Now you don't need to, get the most expensive one, but there is a lot of features that are offered. I do recommend installing the Jetpack if you're not super familiar with how to optimize websites and make sure that they're going as smooth and fast and such as possible. Also, security is a huge issue with WordPress because there's so much exploits and things that people are doing to kind of grab data and make things different. So definitely try to secure and protect your website. Performance also, even with SEO, if your website's not moving incredibly fast, you're going to end up having issues as far as how your website performs and how people are able to access it. So this is Jetpack. This is the second, probably most important WordPress tool that's being used right now. The third one I want to go into is WooCommerce. WooCommerce is basically a e-commerce extension plugin that is offered within the WordPress CMS. And what you can do is you can install WooCommerce into your website so that you're then able to offer sales and inventory and shipping and all these features that are needed when you make a website from just a text informational website into an actual product store online e-commerce project. WooCommerce is what we use on all of our e-commerce projects that are being used with the WordPress CMS. And as you can see, there's a lot of different features here. I could get into a whole nother video on each one of these plugins and kind of show you in the back end of the WordPress how they all are accessed. But I think in this video, I'm just going to kind of highlight their features. So you can go in here, take a look. WooCommerce is definitely, if you're going to turn your WordPress site into an e-commerce project, WooCommerce is the solution that you're going to want to use. The next one I want to go over is Contact Form 7. Basically, Contact Form 7, which has been the standard go-to contact form for the WordPress CMS. Now, there are others out there, obviously. However, most people are using the Contact Form 7 because with the Contact Form 7, it just offers all the features and stuff that you might be needing to get your data or your leads through your website. It's pretty simple to use. It's not anything too complex, but it is a pretty much standard needed extension for your website because you're going to want to obviously take contacts and gather leads and things like that. So Contact Form 7 is the standard plugin extension that is being used with the WordPress CMS platform. Highly recommend this one. I would almost say this is probably the most popular because without this, you really can't have a strong website and gather your leads. The next one I want to go over is the event calendar. So say you need to do things like scheduling and calendars. This is kind of the go-to plugin or extension for that. So the original calendar for WordPress, power your events for free with Events Calendar. You can also upgrade to the Pro version where you're able to kind of have reoccurring events and support and things like that. You can see here's kind of an example of how it works. So this isn't going to be needed with everybody because if you're not having some type of scheduling or event type feature, whether it's for your meetings or your classes or your venues or your, you might not need this type of feature. But for the sites that are using it, this is a very popular plugin extension that is being used by a lot of WordPress websites that are needed with subscribing and creating a event type detail within the website. So this is a really cool extension, not needed for everybody out there. However, it is available and there is a free version and there is a premium version which you can download right here at the eventscalendar.com. The next one I want to go into is Gravity Forms. Gravity Forms is kind of a Contact Form 7 on steroids. It offers a lot more features and flexibility. Now, pretty much anything that you can do on the WordPress CMS, you're able to do, or with the Contact Form 7, you're able to do with the Gravity Forms, and you're also able to kind of do even more, let's turn that down, even more different features that might be needed. So as you can see here, you go into the back, a lot of drag and drop, make things very simple. It's a pretty powerful form. I believe there is a paid version for this, yes. So everything here is paid, whereas Contact Form 7 is free. But again, it does make it for the standard developer a little bit easier, and it also offers a lot more features that you might want to use. Now for the standard, get your name, get your email, get your text. That's not super important. However, for the person who is trying to build out more complicated forms or forms that have sections that go throughout them, this is a pretty powerful software or plugin extension that should be used. The pricing, again, I think you just saw it. You can also see some of the features here that are listed. Drag and drop builder, imports, pagination forms, so where you're able to go through multiple different forms with different questions, language support, email, file uploads, integration with e-commerce and security with CAPTCHAs and anti-spams. So this is Gravity Forms, which is the 6 different updated WordPress plugin I wanted to review. The next one would be WordPress Super Cache, which basically this one is just kind of like Jetpack, but a lot smaller version of it, where basically it helps to create faster files on your website. You should be able to save time and keep your website cached in a quicker manner so that people are able to access the website. So simple caching, compressed pages, CDN support, simple things. But this is a popular plugin that a lot of developers are still using in 2023 to help ensure that their websites are as fast as possible. The next one, Akismet Anti-Spam, which is basically, I think it's default installed on all of the WordPress CMSs. So you should have this one actually when you install your WordPress CMS. Yeah, look at this, spam contents block, 100,000, million, billion. This is when you start to have your website and you're getting all these like leads that come through that are like in Russian or Chinese, or they're just coming through, or like inappropriate things that you didn't sign up for, but they're trying to get links and they're trying to spam your site. There's a lot of different reasons that it's done. However, this tool here really helps to help protect the website and make sure that you're not getting bogged down with hundreds or thousands of different spam submissions. This does have a free, but there is also paid outlets depending on how many different, how big your website is and things like that. Again, I think that this is a default installation in the WordPress once you actually install the WordPress. So make sure that any website you have has this, or any of your clients' websites have this, because if you don't have this installed, what you're going to find is almost immediately stuff starts coming through your inbox, and it can slow down your site, it can bog down your server, it can destroy your email. So just make sure that this filter of spam is installed on most all websites. Next one, this is Elementor, and this is what we use for our design. So let's just read this quick. Create a website, design your future, power your vision with Elementor to bring advantage, host stunning websites. It's basically got you covered. So you can almost use like these templates and themes, and then go in and say, I want to add a form here, I want to add a slider here, I want to add a title here, like this is doing. It's a lot easier than going in and coding with HTML and CSS. It also does allow for a lot of really cool customizations, like you see there how the things are moving and parts are coming in from the sides, and that's a very popular feature now for websites. So it has the drag and drop editor, full websites design, hosting, unlimited web creations. It's just a super powerful creative solution. And I'm seeing almost all of our websites now are being built with the WordPress or with the Elementor framework, because it just makes life a lot easier for us. It makes it easier for our clients. It's very professional. It's kind of becoming the standard. So I would recommend that anybody out there that is growing their website from a fresh build now in 2023, use the Elementor extension, because it's just going to make your life a lot easier. Even if you're a really good coder and you like to, build applications and stuff from the ground up, this just makes things like, if you ever want to pass it on to a helper, if you ever want to, kind of evolve with the future, this Elementor Pro is a really, really awesome solution. It also is integrated, obviously, here you can see with WordPress, which is the core CMS, with WooCommerce, which we went over, is the e-commerce, different widgets and other plugins and such. So that's just one solution, and you can kind of go through here and see it's really cool. Again, I'd highly recommend that you use this. There's a lot of templates and stuff to start you off and kind of get you moving in the right direction. Elementor is a great for designing your website and creating the UI and UX. The last one I want to go over is a slider revolution, which is just, again, it's a slider. But as you can see here, it does a lot of cool things, like how you can kind of break apart slides and how they can kind of integrate and act and be a little bit more immersive. So Slider Revolution it's a paid service, but it does allow for a lot of really cool different things that you can do with your sliders on your websites. Let's just take a quick look, and it does make building these pretty easy. There's not a lot of development that needs to go into the sliders once you kind of have a grasp of how these things work. That was a little bit loud, but you can basically see here that in the slider, it's not just pictures coming across. It's going to add more of UI where things are kind of coming in and moving in within your slider. It also provides this very simple integrative builder, which is going to allow you to simply create these sliders. Now, is it, still have a learning curve? Yes, absolutely. However, it's a lot quicker than trying to build them by hand or with, again, HTML or CSS. So guys, those are the most popular WordPress plugins, extensions. I think I went through 10 of them there. We have the Yoast SEO plugin. We have the Jetpack plugin. We have the WooCommerce e-commerce plugin. We have the Contact Forms 7 plugin. We have the Event Calendars plugin extension. Gravity Forms, which we went over. WordPress Super Cache. Akismet. Let me actually see. Akismet is how it's pronounced. Akismet. Spam plugin, super popular. Elementor, the best framework design software out there to work with WordPress. And then, and then the Slider Revolution, which is there. So if you guys need help with any of these plugins, with any of these extensions, that's what we're here for. We would love to help you in your business, kind of set these up or get them integrated with your WordPress project. If you want us to just kind of start from the ground up and build them for your company, for your business, we'd also love to do that. That's what we're here for. So guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, that stuff helps, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.